quarterfinals themselves, a few thousand people would have heart failure and there'd be something like a revolution in Italy, because surely now we're talking about fantasy. But on the way between Mexico and Toluca, we had snow today, so anything is possible. You have the possibility then, here at Toluca, of a fairy tale, but the probability of goals from Riva and company. So let's have a look now at the team. First of all, they keep the same side as the one which drew 0-0 with Uruguay. That's Albertosi number 1 in goal, Burnik 2 and Pachetti 3, the fullbacks, Scherer 5, the sweeper at the back, 8 Rosato in the middle at the back, number 10 Bertini in the middle in midfield with Desisti 16, Mazzola 15 and Dominguini 13 coming back from the right wing. 11 of course is Riva, the main goal threat, and number 20 Boninsegna up front with Riva. The Israelis make one change through injury to Valak. That's Visoko in goal. Schwager number 12 is at right back. Rosen 5 and Rosenthal 6, the two centre backs. Bello number 3 comes in at left back. He's the new man. 7 Schum, 8 Spiegel and 10 Spiegel playing in midfield with 2 Farr, who's a fullback but in midfield. David Primo number 4 could have an interesting role. He might be marking Riva, but we shall soon see. And number 9, Fagenbaum, is the centre forward. They're all amateurs and 7 refugees born outside Israel in this side. The referee for today is the Brazilian Mr. Ayrton de Moraes. He is one of the characters in the controversy raging at the moment between Uruguay and FIFA. And the linesman, Mr. Kurt Chencha from West Germany and Seyon Tarakan from Ethiopia. And Italy in the white shirt to kick off. The sun just come out, but we've had heavy rain an hour or so before this game kicked off, so it'll be a little bit breezy here on the pitch. So Toluca could be a little bit different for the Israelis because they don't like playing on wet ground. And away we go. The last game here in Group 2. But the quarter-final, of course, to be played here. Italy in the white shirts, and this is number 10, Bertini. On his right, he's got Dominguini, but this is Boninsegna, number 20, chased by Rosenthal, number 6, no good tackle by Rosenthal. Already tackling hard, 7 away, Schum and Schwager, number 12, bringing it down for Israel. And already Italy have pushed up more men in this game in the first 30 seconds than they did in either of their 2 previous games, so it looks like they're going to go for goals. It could be interesting. This is 8, Spiegel. 2, Rosen. Spiegel again, number 8. Trying to put Mordecai Spiegel, number 10 away. Bertini close with him. Bertini staying with him. And the ball pass and Scherer gets it away. To Mazzola. Mazzola, number 15. Finally, Boninsegna, 20. With the Domagini on his right. Reba going down the middle. It is Boninsegna, though. Boninsegna still with it. Taken over by Reba. Boninsegna leaves it to Mazzola. Good battle by Sparga. And Facchetti now pushing out. Facchetti with an attempted cross. And Italy going all out for an early goal. They're already pushing up Mazzola. And Facchetti, the man taking the throw here, is meant to be one of the best attacking fullbacks in the world. Already he's decided he's going to push up as well. So it looks like Italy going for an early break. Facchetti. Boninsegna, Rebo. Primo getting it away. Boninsegna. And now Schum. Schum number 7, good ball to Rosenthal. Nice bit of poise here by Israel under this early pressure. These are all amateurs, don't forget, with no experience of this grade whatsoever, except what they've already found here in Toluca. There's the first free kick of the game after 2 minutes. Mario Bertini, number 10 on it. This is Cisti. Cisti going forward, trying to find Rosato. Rosato, number 8, can't make it. Now Visoka, the goalkeeper, to Jura Spiegel, wearing 8 for Israel. Up to Mordecai Spiegel, but well cut out there by the Cisti, by Bertini rather. Spiegel, 10 with a throw to Spiegel. Facchetti getting that one. Spiegel taking it off him. And the throw in to Israel. Italy here in this game, who have the advantage in every way, skill, in power and experience, in organisation, except perhaps in temperament, should win this game easily, but we shall see. This is Mordecai Spiegel with the cross, meant for number 3, Bello. Too strong for him though. Domingini. It's Chera, Domingini coming again, number 13. Chera's inside him, this is Chera, number 5. Tied to Borgnick, the fullback who's already pushing up. This is Borgnick going through strongly. Borgnick still with it, and Boninsegna getting it back into the middle. David Primo heading away. Schum can't get there. And a throw into Italy. Plenty of time now for the Cisti to push forward. Number 16. The Cisti going forward. Mazzola with a chance now. Pulled it back. Not a good effort though by Mazzola. Beckenbauer, number 9 for Israel. Terrific pressure on this Israel goal. Play for time, get a little bit of poise. Now number 7, Schum. Israel finding it a little bit difficult on this wet and greasy surface. A tremendous amount of rain we have. And now here away goes Facchetti, number 3, the captain of Italy. Reba in the middle on Boninsegna, but he couldn't get a cross in. And now Schum to 8, Spiegel for Israel. Only one man ahead of him, he's got to wait for it, or go past this man, Bertini. Mordecai Spiegel with a chip. Bertini on number 8, Spiegel. And a throw into Israel. Bertini, the man who made the tackle. The other number 10, Spiegler. Schum 7 is supporting him. This is Schum. Slipped on that wet, slippery surface, and away comes Chera, number 5. Nice bit of ball control. But Schum getting in there, on to 60. Now Mazzola. This is Chera, 3 on the left with lots and lots of space. Reba making a run on these, up the front. Mazzola now going forward. Mazzola with a chance, must be. Oh, what a great save by Visoka. Domingini trying to get it in, past the post. And here's Mazzola, he must have scored here, but a great bit of blocking by Visoka. And the big Italian element in the crowd really come alive. This is Barr, number 2. Spiegler 10 taking over. Fellow going down the wing. Can he get that one? No, he can't. and breathing space after 6 minutes. So, taking the kick and Albertosi outside the area. And Facchetti here, plenty of time and space. Facchetti, the fullback, an exciting player going forward, and it looks as if we're going to see something like that from him now. Bertini, side 2 to 60. Domingini out there, number 13. Finds the CC in there, so much space for CC going forward now, and a chance to try on Platz. Tries Weaver. Didn't hit it right. Good on by the 60 though. Now Israel, Spiegler, trying to put Spiegler away. A little bit hopeful though. And Bertini doing well to keep control and putting it back to Albertosi. Now Facchetti once again. Feigenbaum coming across. Facchetti in a little bit of trouble here. He's got 2 men supporting him there. This is Rosate, number 8. Chair 5. Buonik, number 2. Buonik now moving down the wing. A lot of Israelis push back, build up, slow down. Bertini chipping one in to Reba, hooked away by Rosen. Facchetti pushed up right there. This is Primo, number 4. Italians not in a great deal of hurry to come back and not bringing all their men back as we usually see from them, but Schum, tackled by Facchetti. Primo trying to get one in, but this is now the 60, number 16. But the referee's stopped play. Primo is the man who fouled Facchetti, number 3. Free kick, and a quick one. The 60 going forward, and half of Israel aren't ready. The 60 looking for Reba. And another free kick. Reba brought down. Down for decision, I would have thought that one, but now a dangerous position for this free kick. And probably a chance for Reba to show what he can do with his left foot. We'll just see. Reba is 11, remember. Mazzola, 15, is on the ball. 60-16 to his right. Facchetti is behind Mazzola, wearing 3. But the man to watch obviously looks like Reba, number 11. Looks like a short ball for him in his path to take it wide of the wall. Mazzola, 15 on the ball. Reba coming up to Reba. Blocked by the wall. Now Rosala picking it up. Israel coming out quite slowly. Great tackle by the fullback Bello. Domingini, past one man. Domingini, number 13 now. Inside him is the safety. Domingini going on his own. Finding Reba. Domingini with his turn. Just unable to control it. And away comes Schum, number 7. To Bjorn Spiegel. Too slow though. They're really putting this Israeli defense under pressure. And if they crack, of course, the game is virtually all over. But so far, with almost 10 minutes gone, they haven't. But here's the 60 now, number 16. Putting Domingini away, 13. Reba calling for one on the far post. This is Boninteni, number 20. Boninteni, Reba, he must score! Oh my word, have you ever seen anything like it? Great, here it is again. Look at the amount of time that Reba gets. 1 second, 2 seconds. And he's robbed by Rosenthal. But the game now has stopped. A free kick to Israel. And a cross ball here to Bello, number 3, Menachem Bello, the man who's come in for his first game in the World Cup here. Menachem Bello, a fullback. This is Schum, 7. Schum might try one. Rob out there, Schum again. Scherer getting in the way. Picked up by Bello again. This is Rosenthal, 6. He's got a man free on the right. Not a good ball though, but away comes Schwager, number 12. Schwager, 12 with a chance to cross. Too strong. And Borknick taking no chances whatsoever. There's Schwager, the man who crossed it. And the first corner of the game, and it goes to the amateurs of Israel after 11 minutes. And who are they pushing up? Number 9, Fagenbaum in the penalty area there. George Spiegel at the back of the area. Number 7, Schum there. The man on the goal area is Bello, Bar rather, the fullback. But blocked. Bar beaten by Borgnick, and DeCisti rather in trouble. DeCisti in trouble from that kick by number 2, Bar. Dangerous play, says Mr. Dumouriez. And it certainly wasn't there. Albertosi to Facchetti, again with yards and yards of space. This is Riva. Mazzola put under terrible pressure, but Mazzola getting away with it. And a good one to Riva. Riva right now going to try and take his man on. Past one man. Can he cross it? There's Bonintegno in the middle. Riva again, he'll pull his one back. A great tackle by number 5, Rosen. And another corner, this time to Italy. Bonintegno 20 there on the penalty spot. Riva just behind him. Dominguini 13 just behind him. As Mazzola comes across to take the corner. Now Israel a little bit doubtful in the air. This could be the chance for Italy if they can get it across to the far post. Not a good one, away by Spiegel, picked up by Bertini. Bertini! DeCisti! Oh my word! Still in play, so dangerous. Oh, Mazzola just past the far post. There's Mazzola. Here it is, a well terrific shot. DeCisti. Mexico well beaten. Rosato underneath it, number 8. Picked up by Borgnick. Dominguini chopped down. Free kick. This is Dominguini on the ball. Bertini number 10 alongside him. Leaving it to Bertini. Mario Bertini of Inter Milan. Riva on the far side of the area, but changing direction. And chance for Israel to close up again. This is Rosato. Looking for Bonintegno. Too high for Bonintegno and Schwager. Goal kick. Not happy about that one. Chera going across for this one. He'll take the throw probably. Number 5, Chera of Cagliari. The sweeper, playing in only his 4th international, but a man of great experience, 28 years of age, to Bertini, number 10. Chera. Good turn by Bonintegno, good bit of play. Bonintegno now. Might have used the man alongside him, but preferred to go on his own. So with nearly 15 minutes gone in the first half, still Israel are holding out. And Italy not in much hurry to close up here. The 2 S's, Mordecai Spiegler and the other one. No, he doesn't. He doesn't want him. He plays it back to number 6, Rosenthal. Number 7, Schum coming across here. This is Schum. Spiegel now and Bello rather, the fullback almost slipped. Bello, not a bad effort, but nobody anywhere near it. Bonintegno picking it on. Now then, here's a chance. But pulled up. The game stopped by Mr. Dumouriez, the Brazilian referee, for a foul on Bonintegno when he went up to flick that ball on. On the far side of the penalty area, Bonintegno at the front of it if he wants to play a short ball in. But they prefer to elaborate on it. Now DeCisti, number 16, pushing forward on his own. DeCisti to Bonintegno. Bonintegno chopped down. By on to the referee. Is it Bertini going to try one? Well wide. Too high as well. Israel. Number 8, Joris Spiegel. Can change direction if he likes to number 7, Schum, and that's what he does. This is Schum. Spiegel coming to help him. Schum free again. This is Barr. The fullback playing up front. This is Mordecai Spiegel, number 10. Chased by the other number 10, Bertini. And the honours there to Israel so far. Spiegel over the cross. Flakenbaum just too high. Good bit of work though by Israel there. And now Italy building up attack quicker than they used to. This is Boninsegna, number 20. Primo tight with him. Boninsegna, inside him he's got Mazzola. Domingini, the man who scored the only goal Israel has scored so far in Mexico. Now Schum asking for support, getting it from Rosenthal. Joris Spiegel, 8. Rosenthal, 6. Very slow, delicate build-up. Easy one for Chera to pick up there. Chera, number 5. Finding Domingini, 13. He's got Boninsegna on the right. And he puts Boninsegna away. Primo left him. Boninsegna, not a good one. And very well held by Visser, the goalkeeper. Very well held. Now Joris Spiegel with a chance to break for Italy. There's only one man up front. Inside to Spiegler. Number 10. Spiegler to Spiegel. Tries for a turn. Too tight though. And now Mazzola, 15. De 60 on his left. On his right. Up front there's Riva. Now De 60. 16. Wales is the referee. The Italians asking for a free kick. De 60, 16 here. Chera pushing forward. Number 5. Trying to find Riva, but this is Domingini. Now Riva. Riva on his left foot. Great tackle by Rosenthal. But Guimaraes, the referee, has stopped the game again. A free kick, this time against Riva. Leaning on the man who put that great tackle in there, Rosenthal. And Israel again. Mordecai Spiegel. A great ball up to Spiegel. He's only got one man in front of him. It's past him. The time to recover. He's on his own still. Asking for support. Tries a snapshot. And Albertosi just smothered it. But a good break here by Joris Spiegel, number 8. But it had gone off a defender, so it's a corner to Israel. They're second of the game. Israel leading in corners by 2-1, but no scoring goals. 19 minutes gone. Mordecai Spiegel with a kick. Flakenbaum, Joris Spiegel and Barr in the penalty area. Nobody else. Pass the post from Schum. Now Domingini, number 13 for Italy, to Burnik, number 2. 16 to 60. Good tackle by 7 Schum. But a foul one to the referee, so my judgment wasn't right. The 60-16 on the ball. This is Spaghetti, number 3. Riva running across the face of the area in case Spaghetti wants to cross one. There's the cross to Riva. No trouble for Bissaka. Number 10, Mordecai Spiegler for Israel. Again, not much support up front, having to play it around a bit while the amateurs of Israel, who haven't got all that much speed, come up to support him. Flakenbaum, robbed by Rosato. Rosato putting Riva away. Now Riva with a chance. Riva! Oh, off the post again. A complete miss hit. Well, it don't come a lot easier than that. Not for Riva anyhow. Now number 6, Rosenthal. Making a break on his own. Great ball there to number 2, Barr. Flakenbaum coming in on this one. Albertosi finds Bertini, number 10. Bertini to Mazzola. Mazzola breaking free. He's lost Rosenthal for speed. Number 15, Mazzola. Riva calling for it on the far post. Now that was Boninsegna rather. He was offside anyhow. Boninsegna there, number 20. Israel again. And from one end to the other, and here to number 2, Bar. Bar going down the wing, but I don't think he's got the speed for that. Chera comes across, Chera 5. And Chera asking the referee to keep an eye on that tackle from Bar. Number 10, Mordecai Spiegler. Flagenbaum giving it back to him. Now Boninsegna going for this one. Rosen coming across well to cover there. So a throw into Italy. Really open game here, the first open game we've seen from Italy, but they're missing their chances and they can't afford to go on doing that. Riva on the far side of the penalty area, if they can get a cross in, but there's a man down. Riva going for this one, well away by Visica. Boninsegna, I think it is, down in the penalty area as Spaghetti goes for the ball. Game held up. The Italian train is coming on. And the Italian players complaining to the referee that that man was put down by a bit of foul action. It is Boninsegna then. And a lot of whistling going on from the referee. He's asking, or telling in fact the Israeli trainers to get off the field. Number 20 there, Roberto Boninsegna on his feet. So a throw-in to Italy. Facchetti, the captain, number 3, to take it. To Bertini. Lined up for Rosata, number 8. Riva, can he turn? Well away by Schwager. Now number 3, Fellow. Number 8, Spiegel. Trying to find Bar. Good recovery tackle by Mordecai Spiegler. Taking it over again. Number 10 for Israel. This is George Spiegel. A lot of Italians come back to cover now. Number 6 Rosenthal to Schum. 7, Schum, can he have a go? And the difficult one for Flagenbaum, 9 to chase, and away come Italy. Mazzola trying to put Dominghini away. And Mordecai Spiegler couldn't quite turn and get onto that one. And a good effort, I suppose, by number 6 Rosenthal, but no power and hardly any accuracy. Albertosi now, quick one to Chera. And this is Bertini. Up front he's got Facchetti. Facchetti waving him on. Keep possession, he says. This is Dominghini. Tight tackle there by 3. Bello or foul? Referee just having a word with Menac and Bello. Bertini to Facchetti, number 3. Facchetti chipping one forward to Boninsegna, not strong enough. Away by Primo. Picked up by number 8, Spiegel. Spiegel pushing forward on his own. He's got Flagenbaum up front. Well, that is Spiegler. Now, Spiegel going for it. And Rosato coming across. Good work by number 8, Rosato. Schum now. To Spiegel. Chip into the middle for Schum. And Cici taking it away. Chera picking it up, number 5. Chera now with a lot of room. On his right, he's got Dominghini. On the left there goes Boninsegna. 2 against 1. 12, Schwager leaning on him. And away comes Schwager with the ball to number 10, Mordecai Spiegler. A little bit more poise now in this Israel side as Italy have failed to make that opening break. Now this is for Flagenbaum. Feigenbaum against Rosato. Good work by Feigenbaum. He's hurt. He's off the field, but the game goes on with Italy in possession. Desisti now. That's Feigenbaum. Desisti getting support from Burgni, but Desisti checking out, coming back. This is Bettini. Bettini lobbing it forward. And that was meant for Riva eventually, but well cut out by Rosen. Now Visser to Mordecai Spiegler. Bonnie Senior coming in on him. Primo back to his captain. And Feigenbaum is still being treated by the Israeli trainer and masseur, but they're down to 10 men. He's off the field, so the game can go on. This is Schum 7 to Spiegler. Rosenthal here, 6. Just playing it about. Not many open spaces and not a lot of real penetrating running by the Israelis. It's going to be up to individual talent if they're going to get a goal, and probably this man if it's going to be one. With a bad ball from Spiegel, and now the 60. And Facchetti now with a chance to break forward. Chased by Schum, number 7. Facchetti with more speed though. Checks back. Mazzola, so much space. Can Mazzola go on his own? He's got Bertini 10 on the right. This is Riva. Tightly marked by Sparga. Mazzola, now Bertini. And Riva, can he get down? The flag has gone off, in fact. Riva was offside. Here it is, the short ball pushed through. Bertini didn't get it right. Riva coming in on it, but Riva is offside. And now the Israelis have done the professional thing by bringing Feigenbaum onto the field. And so they're trying, of course, to get the game stopped. The referee coming across, probably to have a word with the FIFA adjudicator. Feigenbaum still being treated down this far end, and this is where the referee, Mr. Demoraes of Brazil, is going to have a word with him now. So a touch of gamesmanship there. He's got to get this man off the field if he was originally off the field. Just blatant time wasting. Albertosi trying to get him off as well. Number 8, Rosata. But Feigenbaum appears to be okay. And we shall restart way up in the middle here. So it's going to be a free kick there for that original infringement by Italy, the offside against Riva. And almost half an hour of this game gone, and still Italy have failed to break through. David Primo now picking up. Number 3, Bello. Rather tired and ineffectual in many ways, the Israelis, but they're doing very, very well when you consider who they are and the experience they've got against this highly paid and very, very professional Italian side. Spiegler too far, and Spiegler fouls. Free kick to Israel. Spiegler himself is going to take it. Feigenbaum is on the penalty spot. The wall being waved back, a small two-man wall being waved back by the referee. Mordecai Spiegler off the wall. Number 6, Rosenthal. Spiegel trying one. A very, very hopeful and rather amateurish shot, that one, from number 8, Joris Spiegel. Albertosi now to Facchetti. And Feigenbaum is still in trouble in the middle of the field, but he's going on at the moment. The CC2, Facchetti, number 3. Inside his chair, a 5. Good bit of work by Rosen. And there's another man down, and an Israeli now. The game still going on, but one or two incidents creeping into the game. Number 8, Joris Spiegel, with its bar down in the middle of the field. He's up, he's limping. But this is Spiegler. Joris Spiegel. Feigenbaum being lent on by, Schum rather being lent on by Facchetti. Was he fouled? Yes, he was. Number 7, Schum. But bar number 2, the man who was down and complaining, is up again. I don't think the referee even saw the incident anyhow. But now number 10, Spiegler. Dumoulin is setting the two-man wall of Scherer and Bertini to get farther back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Israelis in this penalty area, tightly marked. Here's the chip. Too high and too far for any of them. And complaints by the captain. Albertosi now. Reverse flicking it on. Boninsegna doing well to control it under such pressure. Boninsegna taken away by Primo. The play waved on. Primo getting it away to number 3, Bello. Number 2, Bar. So slow, so laborious, this build-up. They're going to have to play for almost a goal to score or a quick break by an individual if Israel are going to do anything. But so far they're holding out, and this for them must be success. Rosenthal coming in on this one. Rosenthal trying to put one through for Feigenbaum to flip on. Didn't quite get it though. That's Scherer, number 5 for Italy, the sweeper, pushing right up. A lot of negative balls coming forward, and a great tackle by 10 on 10, Spiegler on Bertini. Scherer, Spiegler keeping it. Looking for support, he can't get it from anybody. And poor old number 8, Joris Spiegel, seems to run out of breath and power already, and that's only after 34 minutes. Domingini, number 13, to Mazzola. Domingini again. Inside to Dicisi, 16. Schum taking it off him. Schum now finding Mordecai Spiegler just strolling about. Rosen. There's a break on the left here, but I don't think he's no support in the middle. Now support coming up from Feigenbaum. But an easy one for Albertosi. Mazzola going wide on the left. This is Mazzola picking it up. Chased by Spiegler. Mazzola with Reaver in front of him. Mazzola going on his own. Mazzola to Reaver, forcing him to come back. Reaver with his right foot. Oh, the chance! Oh, the goal! No goal! Domingini's offside. The flag's up. Domingini with a lot of space, a lovely chip from Reaver. Domingini heading it in, but he's offside. The flag went up immediately. I thought it was handball, but he's offside. So, an escape for Israel. Number 8, Spiegel, to number 3, Bello. Pass 1 man, pass 2, and fouled. And the Italians are getting together a little bit upset. Things not going for them. There's a bit of stick being administered off the ball. Good strong running there by number 2. Trying to get the ball through to his captain, Spiegler, but he didn't manage it. Now Rosenthal, number 6. Schum now, 7. Mordecai Spiegler, 10. Bello on his left. This is Bello. Schum taking it off. And Mordecai Spiegler now with a chance. Oh, what a great block! Bello picking it up. It's a corner. What a great opening there for Israel. A lovely ball put through for Mordecai Spiegler. Fine bit of anticipation by Albertosi. Third corner to Israel. Feigenbaum on the penalty spot. Schum at the back of the penalty area, or on the D of the penalty area now as he moves across the face of it. Number 8, Spiegel, on the edge of the goal area. And the referee wants him to get on with it. And it's got to be in the D or on the line. Feigenbaum now going onto the goal line. In swinger. And surely he couldn't have been 10 yards from that. Could he have been 10 yards from that, Bertini, number 10? Another in swinger then. Schum, Feigenbaum, and Schwager, number 12, pushed up. Away by 16 to 50. Picked up by Boninsegna. This is Domingini, number 13, going forward. Boninsegna going forward, a bad ball. Cut out by number 10, Mordecai Spiegel. David Primo. Number 7, Schum, just getting there. Spiegel. Number 8. He's got support from his captain behind him, and that's him. Trying to get Feigenbaum to go forward. This is Feigenbaum, he's offside. Now Pachetti, number 3. Scherer picking it up, 5. Inside of the CC, 16. On his right, he's got Borgnick, and Borgnick eventually gets it. Borgnick, number 2, the fullback from Inter Milan. Mazzola here. Mazzola coming inside. Mazzola to Boninsegna, tried to reflect, but David Primo read it well, coming forward beautifully. And racking, pulling his hair with that dreadful pass. And now Bertini, number 10 for Italy, with Boninsegna on the penalty spot moving forward. Riva calling for a chip. This is for Riva, but it was a bad one. Visca now to Feigenbaum. Rosato closing up on him. And really taking their time. The game looks as if it's almost stopped at times, but Israel strolling around, and Italy don't really want to put too much pressure on them in case they overcommit themselves. Schwager almost put in trouble there, but this is far, number 2. Cut out by Borgnick, the other number 2, but goes to Bello. He's got Schum on the right, and there's a hopeful bad ball, picked up by the 50. On the left is Rosato, but Riva going for this one. Rosato is supporting him. This is number 8, Rosato. Mazzola coming across in midfield. Mazzola, number 15. Bertini. Pachetti coming inside. Oh my word, that was meant for Bertini. A little bit of a misunderstanding. Mazzola now. Domingini, 13. Domingini with the cross. Riva! Robbed by Primo as he tried to bring it down. And just over 5 minutes left of this half. And Israel has done a magnificent job keeping them out. Is this a 60? Blocked by number 7, Schum. So the second corner to Italy in this game. And they're pushing the big men up. Pachetti there lying just short of the penalty area for a short one, but it's going to be a big chip into the area. Riva and Domingini are the far side. Boninsegna, but no power in it at all. Visca, and he's put number 8, Spiegel, in trouble. Good bit of play there by number 8, getting it to Schum, 7. Now, number 10, Mordecai Spiegler. Playing for time with 4.5 minutes of this half left. Spiegel now. Feigenbaum laying it off. And now Boninsegna going forward strongly with Primo onto him. Boninsegna. Doing across to Mazzola, makes the mess of it. And away comes number 3, Bello. He's got another fullback up in front of him on his left. There he is, Barr. Bello pushing up. Trying to change direction to Spiegel. A great ball. He's delayed it. Italy back covering. A good ball. To to number 2, far, but just wide of the mark. And away come Italy again. Great bit of play. Good pass to number 13, Domingini. Domingini with a cross, Riva can't get there. And thanking him for the pass, but just a little too strong. So the Italian element, which was in full voice at the beginning of this game, not quite so strong now. Italy obviously the better side. They've had their chances, they're not scoring them, and even if this still eventually becomes an Italian victory, it's been a great performance so far by the Israeli amateurs. And there's a free kick to them. 3 minutes left of this half. Number 7, Schum's got support on both sides. This is, I thought he was going to give it to Rosenthal, but he gives it to Feigenbaum. Now he gives it to Bello, number 3. Bello to Schum. Marchetti staying with him. Picked up by number 5, Rosen. Rosen in, down as who to give it to, and almost put it in front of Insegna, but now David Primo, number 4. On his right, Spiegel, number 8. The 60 sticking with him. Good play there. This is Farr. Oh, my word. Farr giving it away. The 60. Albertozzi. Insegna flicking it on. Plenty of time for Rosen and Bissaka. Now, Mordecai Spiegel, number 10. To Schum, number 7. Taken over by Bello, number 3. Farr coming forward. That's Farr just going past him. And now, Schum. Hardly any penetration, but they have made a couple of chances, the Israelis, and that's more than 1 or 2 other sides have done in this World Cup against Italy. Too strong for Feigenbaum, well up by Rosato, number 8. Now Mazzola, number 15. Scherer, number 5. Riva. Scherer now going forward on his own. He's got Bertini full on his right. He could have used Bertini with more strength, but this is Riva. Back to Mazzola. Domingini trying to put Mazzola away. Rosenthal chasing him. Good tackle by Rosenthal. And another corner, the third to Italy. 1 minute to go before half-time. No, it's not a corner, throw in then. Domingini making a mess of that one. Domingini getting back in the game. Bello now to Schum, number 7, against Borgnick. Schum's going past him. Borgnick really holding him back and getting a tackle in, but no free kick. So number 7, Schum, the 22-year-old diamond polisher, back to Rosenthal, the PE instructor, to the accountant, George Spiegel. Trying to find the football ball's agent, number 10, Mordecai Spiegler, too strong. And 10 seconds or so before the 45 minutes is up on the unofficial clock. Still no score. Bertini inside to the 60. And there goes the whistle for half-time to 60 in frustration. Picks up the ball and gives it to the referee. And it's certainly been frustration from the Italian point of view. They've done most of the attacking. They've made the chances. They've been chopped down here and there. They've been fought rather than equaled by the Israelis. But still there's no score. And you've got to give the credit to the amateurs of Israel for that. But the longer the game goes on now, the more the frustration will creep in. But Italy, of course, still with every chance of qualifying for the quarterfinals. for the second half, and substitutions on both sides. That's the Italian side. Rivera is come on for Italy, number 14. And number 14 has also come on for Israel. That's Daniel Rom, that's number 14. So a substitution in both sides, but no goals from either team at the moment. And if Israel do get a point out of this, of course, it'll be another piece of history for them. From Italy's point of view, they can afford to drop a point as far as qualifying for the quarterfinals is concerned. But as far as prestige and morale is concerned, it will be a disastrous thing for them if they took that into the quarterfinals. And it's only weak finishing and some courageous play by the Israelis which is preventing them from going right ahead. So it's Italy in the light shirt. This is Facchetti putting forward to Mazzola pulled down there already. The 60 going across to take the throw, take the kick. Mazzola there on the right of the picture. This is Facchetti. The 60 pushing forward. This is first touch for Gianni Rivera, the European Player of the Year, the 60. Bertini going forward. Bertini, number 10, with a shot. There he is, Mario Bertini of Inter Milan. But an interesting thing from an Italian point of view is that Gianni Rivera, the European Player of the Year, comes on for his first touch of the ball in the World Cup in 1970. Some people say he should have been on for the whole of the game. This is him, Gianni Rivera. Trying to put Riva away by Rosen. Riva going for it. Schwager putting him down almost. Rosen getting another tackle in. And Schwager pushing it away. Schum to Spiegel. Now Bello coming towards this one. Bonintenia. A lot of physical contact crept into this game after about 20 minutes of the first half, and it looks as if there's going to be a lot more in this half. Number 8. Spiegel to 14, Daniel Rom. Rosato getting a tackle in. Daniel Rom a substitute. Number 8, Spiegel. Inside the Schum, 7. On the right there, he's got his captain, Mordecai Spiegler. Number 8, Spiegel. Rosato really tight behind him, and Spiegel is away. Now Spiegler. Spiegel. A chip to Spiegel away by Chera. That's a desperation there again by Rosato. Now Mazzola. Finding Rivera, or looking for Rivera. Too strong for him though. So it's unusual to see Rivera and Mazzola playing on the same side, but this is of course Daniel Rom, the other number 14. But Italy had control of midfield in the first half. It's merely their shooting which has kept the score blank. It'll be interesting to see how Gianni Rivera can sharpen it up. There he is in that one. Inaccurate ball, away comes Mordecai Spiegler to Bar, number 2. Bar going through, but stopped by Chera just. And now Daniel Rom, number 14, and Israel on the attack. Rom! And Albert goes in, not too happy about that one. Daniel Rom, a discotheque manager. There he is, Daniel Rom coming inside, not far past Albertosi's post. Now Chera for Italy. And Rosato there in a little bit of trouble, but the game goes on. Mazzola put under pressure by Rosenthal. Rosenthal, number 6, getting it away. Now Daniel Rom, 14, controlling and turning and making room for himself. Spiegel to Spiegler, number 10, Mordecai Spiegler. He's on his own, he's going to have to do something quite clever. He's done it. He can pull one back. Delaying too long. My word, he could have pulled it back so much earlier. Primo underneath it. Bonintenia checked badly by Primo. And there must be a foul, and the referee must surely have a word with Primo after that. There's been quite a bit of play off the ball between these two. David Primo, number 4. But here comes a quick free kick. The 60 going forward. The 60 with a lot of space. The 60. Oh, what a shot. Straight into his arms, though. Excitement here in this second half. No goals. We don't seem to get many goals in this group, but the later it goes on towards qualifying time, the more excitement we seem to get. This is number 8, Spiegel, putting away on the right. Number 3, Bello. Well, Dunny can get across it. 14, Rom is there. Rom coming in. Oh, my word, he couldn't quite get his head to it. Daniel Rom, number 14. Well, where are the amateurs and where are the professionals now? Hardly any difference between these two sides at the moment, but a lot more pace in the Italian side and a lot more fight from Israel and a little bit more fouling too. Rivera 14 fouled there, and away he comes Italy again. But the referee, Mr. Domaray, is bringing it back to where the infringement was committed. The 60 pushing it forward. Rivera. Mazzola coming towards him. Rivera going past one man, trying to give it to Mazzola. Ron getting a good tackle in. Now this is Bello. Mazzola stronger. Good work by Mazzola, but a little bit unlucky not to get that far enough back. So far in the second half, we've seen nothing of Riva, but plenty from everybody else. But really, some of the Israeli players are terribly tired. Number 5, Rosen, looks almost exhausted already. This is Rosenthal, slack bit of control. Mazzola in on it. Mazzola pushing it back to the CC. Now Paquetti, number 3. Got Bonicelli on his left, but this is Rivera. Paquetti pushing forward. Robbed by Bello. Great tackle by number 3, Bello, and away comes number 8, Spiegel. He's got far up front, but he prefers to come inside and he loses it to the CC, number 16. Now Bertini, number 10. Leaned on by Schum. Fouled by number 7, Schum. And Italy now pushing forward again. Riva trying to flick it back. Riva almost through there. Rosen just getting it off his foot. Mordecai Spiegel now in possession. Riva still complaining, but the game is going on. Daniel Ron making a break down the wing, taking Rosato with him. But this is a square one to Rosenthal, number 6. And a great ball, or it would have been a good ball if Spiegel had a little more pace on him, but he's covered so many acres of ground he couldn't get to that one. Chiera trying to get a bit of activity into this Italian side, giving it to the CC, and the CC finding Facchetti, the left back, out here on the right wing. This is for Riva with time to control, but he almost makes a mess of that. Mazzola there on the wing. Mazzola past one man, but brought down by Rosenthal. Rosenthal, number 6. Mazzola, 15. So a free kick to Italy. Riva, closely watched by number 5, Rosen. No, Rosen isn't watching the ball at all, he's only watching Riva. He's at the far side of the penalty area. Boninsegna with his shirt out of his shorts on the penalty spot. And a bad free kick. But Israel not coming out of the penalty area very fast. They'll put themselves in trouble if they can't organize themselves at the back just a little bit more. But it's pure energy which is holding them back here. This is the 60 with a lot of space. The 60 now. And return. Riva should have given the return to Bertini. And Riva getting some terrible stick there. He just cannot believe it. And Schum there is down on the edge of the penalty area. Somebody chopped him. The game goes on. Schum on the edge of the penalty area in pain. Mazzola past the couple, but now Israel on the attack. Barr pushing out the wing. This is Barr, number 2. Past Chiera, but picked up by Borgnik. Now Bertini. Schum is still down right at the other end of the ground. But the 60 now. The 60 almost pulled down by Bello. Schum still down on the edge of the penalty area. This is the one for Rivera too. There he is. Just picking up on the picture. Now Rivera trying to cross. Not a good one. And another man goes down. And this time a dispute between Barr, number 2, and Rivera. The whole thing's getting completely out of control. There's Barr. Number 14, Daniel Rom there, looking as if nothing's going on at all. But once again, the game is collapsing round about us. 10, Mordecai Spiegler trying to calm everybody down, including Rivera, number 11, and Boninsegna. Boninsenya's had some real stick given to him during the course of the game, and Rivera, but surely overall Rivera was used to it. But the referee isn't seeing half of the instance, that's all there is to it. Emmanuel Schaefer here, the 45-year-old Israeli coach. Well, you might expect this sort of thing in this game. You certainly expect physical contact when you've got amateurs playing against professionals like this and so much at stake. But I think you expect, really, the referee and the linesman to have just a little more influence on what is going on the field of play. Mordecai Spiegler to number 3, Fellow. Fellow taking a return. Rivera trying to cut out this 1-2, but well worked. Here's Fellow, number 3. Garage mechanic to the accountant, number 8. And the foul there by Bertini, number 10. Free kick to Israel. Change of direction to Schum. Another change. Cut out by Rosato. Boninsegna moving forward, trying to get Desisti to give it to him, but Desisti is square onto Mazzola, number 15. Mazzola to Boninsegna, can't control it. Rosenthal pushes it away. And Bello almost in trouble there. And Rosenthal losing it. Schwager, number 12, away a little bit desperately. Rosato underneath it, trying to control it. Beautiful bit of control on his chest. Chera, quick one to Desisti. Desisti past his man. Schum coming back for another go. And a free kick against number 7, Schum. Minutes gone. Chip to Weaver. But the referee wants it taken again. And the goings on in that penalty area just before the ball was chipped to, or meant to go to Weaver, were nobody's business. Boninsegna was being held and pushed. Weaver was being held and pushed. Nobody seems to bother too much about it. Boninsegna, Weaver! Oh, another one he missed. On his left foot too. Here it is again. Boninsegna flick. Weaver didn't get it right at all. And another chance goes begging. Number 10, Mordecai Spiegler for Israel. Daniel Rom laying it back to number 3, Bello. 10, Spiegler. Daniel Rom going for this one with Rosato. He's past him. Rom can get across in here. Spiegler going forward. Rom cutting in. Leon says the referee. He could have got rid of it a little bit earlier. That's Chera, number 5, putting Gianni Rivera, number 14, away. Oh, a tricky one. With Weaver coming in tight on Schwager there, forced to put over his bar, but he really didn't know too much about that one. And Mazzola going over to take the corner. Rivera on the edge of the penalty area. Weaver moving in. Boninsegna on the penalty spot. This is the 60. Good tackling by Israel. Away comes Schum, number 7. Support here. Schum going down the touchline for a return. Not a good one from Spiegel. Plenty of time now for Rosenthal wearing 6. 14 and a half minutes gone of this second half. Still no score, but openings popping up at both ends. Daniel Rom going for this one. Rosato tight with him, and Rosato gets a good tackle in. Rom again. Is it the corner? Yes, it is. The corner to Israel. Their 4th of the game. Daniel Rom, the man who earned it. Bar is up there on the goal line. Schum too. Schum just too high for him. But pushing in the penalty area, free kick. Number 7 there, Schum, the man who almost got his head to it. Well, really, this is an amazing display by the Israelis. They should, by all rights, be being beaten by a convincing margin. The fact that they're not isn't entirely due to their own aggressive play. It's due in part to the play of the Italians. They're not making the chances now that they did in the first half, and the chances they're making, they're missing. But really, great performance by the Israelis so far. But that illegal bit of play was by Far. Two men right pushed up front, asking for a long one, and here's the long one to Boninsegna. Oh, what a bad bit of play there. Boninsegna was looking for Primo. Primo's going to be booked. Boninsegna goes down. But what happened first of all was Boninsegna gave a dig to Primo. He was watching Primo rather than the ball, and then Primo came in late. But the referee saw the second incident and not the first. So Boninsegna, here it comes. But the fact is, before that incident, Boninsegna had to go at Primo. But nevertheless, the name of David Primo, wearing 4 for Israel, goes into the book. Here it is again, Deceitfully with a pass. And Primo coming in really tight, but don't take the picture too much for granted. There was a lot happening before you saw that. So Primo now has got the yellow card shown him, another one, and he's away. And a free kick here for Italy. Gianni Rivera on the ball, number 14. Riva on the far post. Facchetti there too. Boninsegna up. Mazzola just wide of that number, that 2 wall. On it. 3 in the wall now. Rivera with the kick. Boninsegna beaten by Rosenthal. It's Facchetti. Wide of the mark, goal kick. Facchetti, the highest scoring fullback in Italy at the moment. But so far, no score here. Now the whole crowd standing up, a lot of activity off the field, but on it, a lot of excitement, a lot of physical play too. And there's a bit of fighting in the crowd going on at the moment between the Israeli and the Italian element. But let's concentrate on the football. Daniel Rom. Support on his right, if he needs it. Rom going on his own, brought down. And both sides are beginning to show the signs of the altitude. Don't forget, over 8,500 feet here. But signs too of terrific strain. A couple of supporters being led out by about 5 armed Mexican police. Here's a free kick. Rom coming in, and then Rom really leave it away by Rosato. But he took a bit of a dive, I think, so a goal kick it is. 80% of the crowd at the moment are watching the fighting, but we'll concentrate on the football. This is Mazzola putting Rivera away, but it wasn't a good idea at all, and Rivera surely must have fouled Spiegler. Now Spiegler, number 10. Nobody really running tight for him. Ron's the only man doing a lot of running, but this is number 8, Spiegel. Rosenthal, number 6. Under pressure here by the Italians at the moment. Worked it well for Barr, number 2. Rosenthal coming again for a return. Boninsegna coming in on him. 8, Spiegel. Spiegel going on his own. And here he is again. Chiara doing well there. And keeping it in, playing some good football out. Chiara once more. Good play by the Italians, showing a little bit more poise here. Rivera trying to put Mazzola away. Handball by Rosenthal. Only 19 minutes gone of this second half. Tired legs already. Now Bertini pushing forward. On his left, Facchetti. Riva calling for a long one. This is for Riva. But Bissica makes it look so simple. And a bad throw, and Rivera cuts it out. Rivera to Riva. Good work though by Rivera, laying it on for Riva there. And the ball out of play. The fighting still goes on in the stand alongside us. Quite a bit of fighting on the pitch too. Rosen now, number 5, to Visica. So if they're going to play for time, the Israelis, they've got a terrific amount of time to do it. Rosato getting up better than Rom, and now the 16, number 16. The 60 pushing forward. One Insenia. Rivera. Oh, beautiful control by Rivera. Play on, but although he was checked, Rivera complaining bitterly as the game goes on. On his right, on his left there is Barr, the fullback, or the midfield man in the fullback shirt. A little too strong for Daniel Rom. Now Facchetti, wearing 3. The game has opened up completely. There are vast spaces in midfield, at the back, and in defences. But so far the Italians haven't been able to make spaces in this Israeli defence. Return here with Riva, past one man, but brought down by Primo. Or was it? It looked like a fair enough tackle to me. Was it a fair tackle? Riva turned. Primo comes in. What was wrong with it? He went for the ball. But it's a dangerous position for a free kick. Every Israeli player coming back, even Daniel Rom, number 14, is up and centre forward. I'm not so sure whether that would have been a free kick in European football, but here it is, and here it might well count. Gianni Rivera is the man nearest the ball. The wall being pushed back by Mr. Gomarais. Facchetti is up there on the far end of the wall. Here's a chance to have a lead up. Well off the wall, too obvious. Bertini, too high. Mario Bertini. And the frustration which has brought the fighting in the crowds on the terraces is bringing the same sort of despair to the Italians. They just cannot seem to get this ball into the net. Things not going their way at all. And it's Israel in possession. Mordecai Spiegler bringing it across to Rosenthal, taking it off him again. To Spiegel, number 8. Spiegler going for the return. Not sure whether he can control this one though. Good for the burst of speed for a man who must be almost exhausted. And Daniel Rom coming in to put Rosato under terrific pressure there. That's Rom. But from it, they thought it was going to be a corner, but the referee is saying no, take a throw in. Rom coming across to take it. The defender and an attacker, this man, a big man of 6 foot, obviously looks as he's got a long throw. Star. And a foul throw, is it? So, Italy, Chera back to Albertosi. And still no score. Rosen, but there's nobody there for that one. The happy duo, Boninsegno and Primo, have been seeing a lot of each other and not much of the ball. Now Desisti going forward. Mazzola, now Desisti with space. Looking for Riva. Mazzola gets it. Still in possession. Got Facchetti on the left. Oh, but this is Riva. Now Facchetti, the referee's in the way. The 50, Facchetti! Over the top again. Another miss by the captain. this delay of Facchetti pushing forward with his right foot. Too high. So Israel continued to hold out. But things not looking too good for them, I must say, although we did exactly the same in the first half and Italy didn't manage to score. Far now, but Bertini will get there easy enough. And to Sisi. Well, I don't know, I thought he got the ball first. He certainly sorted him out in the tackle. But a free kick it is. Now Rivera wearing 14. On his right he's got Bertini. Bertini breaking now. Number 10. 2 men in the middle. But nobody will get that one with a pass like that. Number 10, Mordecai Spiegler. Pushing forward. Support on his right from Roman Rosenthal. This is Rosenthal wearing 6. Almost giving it away. Schum back to Mordecai Spiegler. Not a lot of penetration. But suddenly they seem to break forward and do something surprising. Mordecai Spiegler to 8, Göre Spiegel. He's got the man on his right, but tries one and no trouble at all for Albertosi. So things looking good still for Israel. After about 20 minutes of the first half, a lot of them seem to lose their legs and sag a bit. But now, the longer the game goes on, the longer they hold out, the more encouragement it is for these bunch of amateurs from Israel who've never done anything like this before in their lives and are holding one of the fancied sides of the 1970 World Cup to a 0-0 draw. Italy just chipping it about, making none of the progress. This is Bertini. Riva calling for a long one. Riva going for this one. What a goal! What a great ball! And the flag is up, it's offside. But he couldn't possibly be offside when that pass was made. Riva complaining bitterly. The flag has gone up. The referee's going over to consult him. It's the Ethiopian who made a bit of a mess of the refereeing game here, and it's no goal. And despair from Luigi Riva. What a letter, but what a great long ball from Bertini. I do believe he could have been offside when that pass was made. But the referee said it's offside and that'll do. It's still 0-0. Schum now. Well, you can imagine how the Italian Mexicans are feeling in the crowd. And things certainly degenerating all around. There's Bertini catching the ball there. A lot of cartons, one or two bottles too, I think, being thrown at the linesman. Here's a repeat. Now let's just see whether this man was offside, although he'll probably be out of picture when it's played. No, they changed their mind, they're not going to have a repeat after all. So it's a free kick to Israel, number 10, Spiegler, number 8, Spiegel. And it looks as if one of them is going to have a go. Daniel Rom is on the far side of the wall. The one Israeli shirt there. Mordecai Spiegel with a chip. Far picking it up. The captain taking over. Spiegel and Borgnick going for this. Throwing then to Israel. Rom going for it. Good ball out of play. And away come the 60 for Italy. Got Mazzola on his left. Riva going down the middle like a tank. This is Riva who's checked out and lost Schwager. Now Riva up against Schwager. Schwager on the tackle. Pulled down, free kick. Poor old Riva, he really does get some stick. But he also gets the chances. There's a replay of that one. Quite definite foul. So another free kick to Italy. Riva with his hand up beyond the last line of defence. Bertini and Mazzola on the ball. Having a quiet discussion on what they're going to do with it. Now Mazzola and Bertini. Mazzola. Bertini. And another escape. Spiegler. Plenty of space here for number 14, Daniel Rom, the discotheque manager, who's really making things buzz in this second half for Israel up front, doing a lot of good work by himself, getting himself into trouble, and away comes Gianni Rivera. Good ball to Valencia. Rivas crossing the area. Good ball to Rivas, cut out by Sparga. The CC getting it to Valencia. Valencia coming in again. Another tackle. And the two misses, Spiegel and Spiegel. This is Spiegler. Bertini with him. Well, my word, we haven't seen a lot of goals in this, but fighting and contesting, some of it legal, some of it illegal, we certainly have seen. A good little contest between those two, Spiegler and Bertini. And an illegal one, says the referee, so it's a free kick given against Mordecai. Spiegler. Taken by Pierluigi Chera. Rivera, 14, turning, running straight into Bello, a garage mechanic. And I'm afraid Bello is going into the book. That's the yellow card being shown to number 3, Menachem Bello. Must have retaliated against Rivera there, although he won the ball. He's now conceded a free kick. Riva, can he turn? Can he get a shot in? Rosen, well away by Primo. 12 minutes left of this game, no score. Hackett with a cross. Away by Rosen, number 5, picked up by Rosado, number 8. Rosado going forward. Pushing and shoving in the area, Rosado! And Riva coming out of it. Riva putting it back. Oh my word, what a great piece of recovery and reading of the game by Luigi Riva. Rosado with a shot. He can't get it, but here comes Riva, great speed. And Israel once more. Can Mordecai Spiegler get this? He's had a lot of space on this left flank and seen a lot of the ball. Bar running up front for him, trying to take a defender, but they're really outnumbered in every department, the Israelis. They've got to push it around gently until they get support because their legs are gone, they're tired. Mentally, they're still very, very fighting fit, though. Number 7, Schum. This is 3, Bello. Number 7, Schum. Spiegel 8. Rosenthal running square. This is Rosenthal, number 6. Can he make a break for it? Rosenthal going to try one. Oh, he's trying to put it through. But he might have done better to have a go by himself. Rosenthal. But Israel still very, very, very much in this game. A point, of course, will do them no good whatsoever, except they'll all become national heroes and win, no doubt, a few medals and go down in history books. But here comes Gianni Rivera to Valencia. Valencia now breaking with Primo closing up. That was meant for Riva, cut out by Rosen. And now Schum, number 7. Daniel Rom just inside him. Now Rom gets it. No, this is Mordecai Spiegler, rather. A little bit of tiredness there by Spiegel. Bertini gets it off for a throw-in. Mordecai Spiegler, who's covered real acres of ground. Both these two have, the two S's, Spiegler and Spiegler. Spiegler rather, Rosenthal chipping across to Schum, number 7. Daniel Rom coming towards him, trying to lose Rosato. Pachetti up against Schum here. But he hasn't got the speed to go past him, I don't think, but he keeps possession and gets the cross in. Away by Chera, but not very well away. Rosenthal coming square, but it goes to Spiegel. Now Rosenthal gets it. Rosenthal finding Schum again, 7. They're really playing it around very, very well, the Israelis, but of course another on the penetration. Mordecai Spiegler beaten though by Chera. Good bit of reading by number 5, Chera. Now Weaver. Bonifini on his left. Rivera going forward. Rivera now with a chance. He's on his own. Oh, a great save. And Rivera in despair. It is a lovely ball from Reva to Rivera. And a good save by Bissica. But still, he's acres of space for both sides as the legs are really tired and both sides are keen to get a goal, leaving openings really at both ends, much more of course at the Israeli end than the Italian end. And this is Pachetti, back to Rosato. Rosato number 8. Boninsegna coming forward, asking for a ball from Sisi. But Bertini chooses to take it into trouble in the corner. Riva now, can he control the turn? And Riva being blown up for handling or leaning, was it? But anyhow, it's a free kick to Israel. Vissica going over for a return if he wants it. Snail's pace now. George Spiegel. First break there made by number 3 Bello, but it wasn't a good pass. And now Boninsegna with Wilson coming across. And goal for another goal by number 12 Spraga. That is goalkeeper going the long way anyhow. Corner then to Italy. Rivera going across to take it. And a lot of Italians coming up. Pachetti, number 3. Borgnick, 2. Number 15, Mazzolo on the edge of the area. In comes Pachetti. Pachetti will get this one, will he? No, it'll go off for a throw-in. Mazzolo trying to check out, making space behind him for Bertini. Sisi this one. Sisi looking for Boninsegna. And now away come Israel. It's 2 against 4. The 2 S's against 4. Other end, what can they get out of it? 2 against 6 now. But more support from the almost exhausted Israelis. Number 7 Schum. Mordecai Spiegler, as ever, my word, he's seen a tremendous amount of the ball in the 3 games we've seen Israel play here. In far. Side is Rosenthal. Rosenthal. And a chip to number 3, Bello, but Rivera there first. And now Chera, number 5, coming forward. Mazzola going down the left wing, and a good ball to Mazzola. Mazzola with a lot of space. Boninsegna coming to help him. Here's Boninsegna now, let it run too far ahead, and a good tackle by Rosen. But poor control by Boninsegna there. Now Bar, they're pushing it about. Mordecai Spiegler always finding a position for himself. Number 5, Rosen. On the right there, he's got his number 3, Bello. His Bello taken over again. George Spiegel. A point, of course, means that Italy qualify, but Israel makes history. Mordecai Spiegler going forward now with Bello going forward, but again, Rivera reads it well. Just like a practice match, Lays it off for Scherer. Mazzella going down the left wing. Push ball for Riva. Oh, and it was back for Bonintenia. Can he get there? And another good tackle by number 5, Rosen. This is Schum, who looked after 20 minutes as if he was finished, but he's still going. Schum to Goya Spiegel, taken off in Bertini, and now to 60. 60-16 to Bertini, to Mazzola wearing 50. Riva calling for a long ball into the middle. Mazzola going forward. Mazzola can pull this one back. Too high. Facchetti coming in on it. Facchetti again. Riva. Oh, another miss. My word. It's like comic country. I've never seen anything like it. Here it is again. Facchetti gets it. Tries to get on his left foot. Then pulls it back. Riva gets there. Can he turn? No, a man tackles him and away he goes. Schum now. Slow the whole thing down. 3.5 minutes of this game left. Israel to a 0-0 draw. And I wonder how many exactly chances Italy have missed. Bit of action going off the ball between Rosato and Ron, but the referee saw it and waved play on. Borgnick giving it to Bertini. Bertini to 60. With Mazzola on his left. Rivera there, wearing 14. Bella going across. 2 minutes left. Riva doing well under such pressure to get his head to it, but not enough direction. And he can even afford to smile about it. Now Bello with 2.5 minutes or so left of this game. Riva going across, trying to put pressure on them. Bello number 3. Israel, of course, will be delighted with this, but so will the team that Italy meet in the quarterfinals, because it's certainly no morale booster and no boost for their prestige to be held by these amateurs from Israel. It will be counted as a disgrace in Italy, and in fact, Walter Mandelli, the Italian technical director, said, if we don't beat Israel comfortably, we deserve to be sent home. So there could be a sensational story out of this game from the Italian camp. Minutes left. Number 12, Spargo, who's done some really strong, tough, resolute tackling, and he gets another one in on Riva. But the man who fouled Riva there was Rosen, so a free kick. Although Riva probably handled the whole thing in the first place. Good dive by Riva there, I thought. Rivera and Bertini on the ball. Riva calling for a long one. Riva beaten by Schwager. Picked up by Mazzola. Mazzola going on his own. But 4 against 1, he can't possibly do it. Rosen, number 5, taking it away. And past Bonintenia. No, back again. Oh, my word. Number 5, the legless player there, is Rosen. And I would have thought that one deserves a yellow card. Took him just above the 5. But now less than a minute on the unofficial clock. Here's that replay of that foul. Bonintenia, my word, what a tackle. Time ticking out now. 40 seconds left. The referee checking his watch. Israel just playing it about. Mordecai Spiegel, the captain, who's done a wonderful thing for his country here in their 3 games. He's really taken control of the side. Less than half a minute left. They'll push it about. Physical, the Italian element giving them stick, but they see this in Italy every week. Glorious Spiegel, number 8, for one of his last touches of the World Cup. Wow, Mats Ola picking it up. Mats Ola going forward. It's all over. The final whistle, and Israel, the amateurs, have held Italy, the much fancied side, to a draw. A wonderful result for Israel, but it means, of course, that Italy will qualify quite easily for the quarterfinals. But really, for them, not a good result. They had their chances, they had their openings, they had control of midfield, but they couldn't get the ball in the net. And now the Israelis, obviously delighted with themselves, they go no farther in this cup. They go to Acapulco for 2 days, and then they go back to their jobs in Israel. But when they go back there, they'll be heroes for many, many years to come.